bookmaker.eu, where it's always free to open an account. Geared up for another big weekend of NFL football. Let's get after it with some divisional contests. We start with Green Bay, 3- juice or 3.5 favorite on the road at Detroit. Total on the game, Kenny, 51.5. This is a Green Bay team coming off a bye, but they're still banged up at the wide receiver position, and it's been really a hot and cold up and down year for them offensively, which is a little surprising.
They've been banged up at the running back position as well. Cedric Benson was supposed to be the savior in the backfield, and it's been Alex Green averaging 3 yards a carry. This is a big game, I think, for both teams. It's Detroit's season. It's Green Bay trying to work home field advantage in the playoffs.
Both of these teams are over teams. We've been talking about this during the week. It stands to reason, especially when you are going against like Aaron Rodgers. If Detroit does not abandon their newly found running game, LaShore and Bell are really good. I think they get caught up in throwing the ball too much.
Jim Schwartz, 7-3 under in home games in the division. He has to really come in with a game plan here. Keep Aaron Rodgers on the sideline. I think they're really going to run the ball with LaShore here. He gets over 100 yards. They win the game, and they cover. Detroit, big, big game.
San Diego's at Denver, another divisional contest. We go to the AFC West with the Broncos 7.5 point favorites. The total on the game is 48. San Diego is coming off a grisly loss, Kenny. Phillip Rivers, a veteran quarterback, should know better. And I wonder if there'll be a residual effect to him throwing that horrific interception at Tampa.
There could be another team that their season revolves around this game right here. San Diego must win. Denver has a 2-game lead in the division in a 16-game season. Those almost seem insurmountable, but they're not. But teams do get to a comfort level they shouldn't get to sometimes.
Manning, the Broncos, getting better with each passing week. Last 4 games, they've scored at least 31 points. A nice 2-game road winning streak. And the last time they faced these guys, Kenny, it was a tale of 2 halves and was the game that got Denver on the roll they're on now.
It really was. This Denver team has really come alive. Manning teaching everyone on the offense, his offense, getting everybody on the same page. Thomas is now a reliable receiver for him. This is Peyton Manning's offense with a better defense than he had in Indy. This is a Super Bowl team as long as Manning stays healthy. I like this game over. San Diego on the road. Norv Turner 18-9 the last 3+ years over on the road.
On an annual basis, the 2 games, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, are 2 of the most interesting games of the year. And from an odds-making perspective and a handicapping perspective, this is truly one of the most unique games we'll encounter with Roethlisberger on the shelf and the impact it's had on the number.
A lot going on in this game, you're right. Without Roethlisberger now, the line swings from 3.5 Pittsburgh to 3.5 Baltimore, a 7-point difference? I don't think so. Leftwich is a reliable NFL starter in the past. He's in good shape, still has a great arm. It's going to be his decision-making in this game to keep Pittsburgh in the game. But the decision-making is going to be on the side of Mike Tomlin. Run the football.
Weather can always be squirrely right next to the Allegheny River, and cold and windy and rain. So check the weather forecast. But it's a pretty low total for a Baltimore team that can score and give up points.
And, you know, these two teams together have gone over 5-1 and won the last 7 games in Pittsburgh against each other. And you're right, this Baltimore defense is a little weak. I think it's an overreaction of the quarterback. It's a revenge game for Pittsburgh. They have the better defense. They're getting 3.5 at home. That hook is huge with 18% of NFL games falling 3.
There you have it, a preview of 3 outstanding division rivalry games that are on the menu this week in the National Football League.
You can check the current lines on your smartphone or any other mobile device at bookmaker.eu.